Transnational gangs is called Operation Matador. Our Margaret Brennan rode alongside ICE to see them in action.
The investigation revealed that he has become a member of the Mara Salvatrucha MS-13 street gang.
The target of this pre-dawn raid was a suspected member of MS-13 who had illegally entered the U.S.
Keep your head up and be safe out there.
The team of 12 immigration agents and local police expected the 20-year-old suspect to be armed.
Manny, 10-9, we got a firearm?
Assistant Special Agent in Charge, Jason Molina.
He entered the country illegally, so and then he went through the immigration process, and a judge ordered him removed.
But we know he's an MS-13 member?
Yes. We have information, we have pictures of him actually flashing gang signs.
But gang membership is not a crime, and agents did not have a criminal warrant.
So it appears that the two guns are either pellet guns or BB guns.
No other weapons were found. But Molina's team was still able to make the arrest based on the suspect's immigration status, part of the unique mandate of the Homeland Security Investigations Unit of ICE.
He's near the target vehicle.
An hour later, they nabbed a second suspect. He's a known MS-13 member?
He is an MS-13 associate.
So his known crime is entering the country illegally?
Correct.
But that's it at this point. That's all you definitely know.
That's correct. The purpose of classifying him as a gang member or gang associate is because once he goes in front of an immigration judge, we don't want him to get bail, because the whole point of this operation is to get these known gang members off the street.
Both men were taken here to Alphonse D'Amato Federal Courthouse with plans to question and then deport them. The courthouse is also home to the command center for Molina's team.
It's a heat map which shows the locations where the gang members are known to reside.
On this residential street in nearby Brentwood, a man was found brutally beaten to death last year. There was a killing right here, and we believe that was MS-13 that carried it out?
Yeah.
A month prior, 2 teenage girls were murdered a mile away. Police suspect MS-13 gang members.
They don't shoot people because it's too fast and not painful. They cut them up into little pieces. MS-13 are the equivalent in their meanness to Al-Qaeda.
President Trump has railed against MS-13 repeatedly since taking office.
They kidnap, they extort, they rape, and they rob.
On Long Island, he recognized the work of ICE's acting director, Tom Homan.
He's a tough guy. He's a tough cookie.
You felt your hands were tied in the past?
Absolutely.
Homan says that since President Trump's election, ICE has been able to make more arrests, in part because the administration allows him to prioritize any individual who crosses the border illegally, not just those who have committed other crimes.
The NGOs and the advocates can say what they want. Everybody has their day in court.
But immigration advocates complain that this is simply a backdoor way to enforce a heavy-handed immigration policy. The charges of racial profiling, you flatly deny.
People can make allegations all day long. I got 20,000 American patriots that work for ICE. These are men and women who do their job honorably. They get up every morning and strap a gun to their hip and leave the safety of their homes and their families to protect communities, to protect people they'll never meet and they'll never know.
Margaret Brennan is joining us now from the White House. So, Margaret, ICE is involved in this collaborative effort, but what is the focus for ICE? Are they concerned about MS-13 as a priority or undocumented immigrants?
Well, MS-13 is a priority for them, but their entire mandate encompasses handling illegal or undocumented immigration and violations of immigration policy. That unit we embedded with the Homeland Security Investigations Unit is the one that carried out this arrest, and that Operation Matador, that's the name of the effort, it's a joint law enforcement effort, is focused on carrying out these arrests. They're very focused on the New York area because they say MS-13 has really grown not only there, but also here in the Washington, D.C. area and out in Los Angeles. So their mandate is very narrowly focused right now on trying to cut down on these transnational gangs like MS-13 because they say the criminal element crosses over with the immigration element. But the key focus, I think, that's really interesting and debatable here is what we laid out, that the arrest was made without proof of a crime, without a criminal warrant, with no possession of firearms that were after they searched the house, and that immigration agents were still able to arrest and to plan to deport these individuals because of their immigration violations. Both of those 20-year-old suspects had entered the United States when they were children. And so then HSI, Homeland Security's investigations went in, not only arrested them, but went in and questioned their parents. The first suspect that was arrested was still living with his parents. And so then they have this ability to look more broadly at the family and question whether they should be able to remain in the United States. So that's why so many immigration advocates are saying, wait a second, this is a sort of a heavy-handed approach that goes beyond suspected crime and just really is a way to cover up what is just a broad-based crackdown, perhaps involving racial profiling. And that's why I asked that question to the ICE director, who pushed back, as you heard, very strongly on that allegation.
Yeah, because in your piece you say that it is not a crime to be a member of a gang. So what is the justification, the legal justification that these officials are arguing they are able to use in going after them?
Well, the justification is the sort of original sin, the original crime of being in the United States illegally, having entered illegally. Both of these suspects entered as children years ago, grew up in the United States, and have since, as HSI described them, become gang associates or members, meaning not necessarily a leader of a gang, but somebody who's been associated, been around, perhaps worn gang colors, flashed gang signs, therefore is opening themselves up to the specific targeting. Because in the past, under the Obama administration, ICE was told to prioritize those with known crimes beyond being in the country illegally. That has since been broadened out under the Trump administration, which the ICE director says, look, this is letting us do our jobs and enforce the law as it is written. And they are thankful for that.